Let's talk about the other issue that you mentioned earlier on, because it is something that is so important to our listeners. We've had so many on in recent months, as you know, Mr. Poots, talking about waiting lists. And you yourself know the impact of being on a waiting list. Is there a plan? Is there a plan being developed that is really going to deal with waiting lists? And where are you going to find the £1 billion that is needed to sort that problem out?
Yes, yesterday at the leaders' meeting, I had it on the list as well as others to have this discussed. And in that discussion, at the conclusion of that discussion, we agreed to have a summit for the executive, which would deal exclusively with health and in particular waiting lists. So that is a course of action that was agreed from the leaders' forum yesterday. And, you know, we do recognise that the waiting lists that have allowed to develop in Northern Ireland are entirely unreasonable. I'd have to say that the waiting list grew at a shocking rate in the 3 years that the Assembly didn't exist. Whenever I was Health Minister in 2014, I left office, and I think that the waiting lists were around 135,000 then. We're now at 335,000 just 7 years later. Those waiting lists have grown by 200,000 in that period of time. Entirely unacceptable. People are dying in pain without having treatment for the services that they need. And this is letting down the population of Northern Ireland. So we really do need to get on top of the waiting list issue. And it is something that I'm focused on providing support to the Department of Health. The Department of Health will have to take steps itself, aside from getting additional money. They will have to take steps itself, demonstrating that they are more efficient in what they do. And when
will that summit be held? You mentioned a summit that will deal with this health and come up with a plan. When are you expecting that summit?
I would expect that within weeks.
Within weeks, okay.